Hello dear students, welcome back to the Pharma Learning channel. Today I came with another video. This video is going to be useful for the students of pharmacy to solve the mathematical or the calculation things related to pharmacy. Basically it is going to be useful for students who are going to appear for the PBC license exam preparations. I have prepared this video into the two parts, so let's go to the understand the part 1. Before I go to the video, for any of the tutoring coaching need for the license exam preparation related to the PBC pharmacy technician or pharmacy exam, please feel free to contact on the pharmalearning@gmail.com. Now let's start. The calculations are basically divided into different parts. Part number 1. Here into which you require to convert your household measures to the metric system. The metric system is universally accepted into which the weights are expressed in the terms of grams or kilograms. The volume is expressed in the terms of milliliter or the liters, and the length is going to be expressed in the terms of centimeter or the meter. Here, let's try to understand this particular thing is there. Let's into this, as per example, somebody told that 1 teaspoonful. So that we should know as a pharmacist that is equal to 5 ml. 1 tablespoonful, yes, is equal to 15 ml. 1 fluidus, 30 ml. Yes, if we're able to convert this weight, that's 1 pound is equal to 454 grams and 2.2 pound is equal to 1 kg. Yeah, this 1 grain is equal to 65 milligram. That is very useful. Sometimes it is going to be there in the part of the exam question. Second type, that's a ratio, percentage in the proportion. Generally, if I write the value like A over B, that means 2 over 3. So my A will be 2, that's a numerator, B is equal to 3, that is denominator, that's called the ratio. Now if I want to convert my ratio into the percentage, then I will write the multiply with the 100. Because anything I want to convert into percentage, always I will multiply with 100. Proportions I will use when the two ratios are equal. It means A over B is equal to C over D. It means that if I convert the ratio to the percentage, I will multiply with the 100. If I want to convert the percentage to the ratio, I will divide by 100. This is a simple calculation. The important thing is that because we are going to express the different concentrations or the strength of the solution of the mixer by the different ways. These are the 4 ways. First, percentage weight by weight. It means that the grams per 100 grams. Why I took the 100? Because the percentage. Always the percentage. Then I will have to take the base as 100. So let's say 5% weight by weight of substance A. It means I am taking the 5 gram of substance A and I am adding the 95 gram of the base. Second, percentage weight by volume. It means grams per 100 ml. It means the 5 gram of the substance A plus 95 ml of the base. Yes, in this case, my substance A is a solid, my base is a liquid. Third, percentage volume by volume. That means ml per 100 ml. So it's a 5 ml of A plus 95 ml of the base. So both are A and the base are in liquid form. Sometimes to express the concentration of the ion or the ionic solution, we are using the ppm, that's parts per million. 1 million is equal to 10 lakhs. If I want to write the 1 million, it's very easy. Put 1 on the front and put 6 zeros on the back, or 1 is followed by 6 zeros. So 5 ppm means 5 parts per 10 lakhs parts. Fourth, sometimes the questions are going to ask, we'll have to dilute the concentrated solution. What it means, as for example, let's say I will tell you that, okay, prepare 25% of the sodium chloride solution from 75% of the sodium chloride solution in water. So my 75% sodium chloride solution is concentrated. It is prepared in the already water, so I will take the certain volume of that 75% sodium chloride solution in the water, and into which I will add water unto the sufficient quantity. So I will take that fixed quantity or the specific amount of that solution, I will add specific amount of the water and make up both together. Okay, and I will mix together to get the 25% sodium chloride solution. So here this is to be done with the simple formula. C1 V1 is equal to C2 V2. One is on the one side, one I'm using for the concentrated. The second one is I'm using for the diluted solution. The C stands for the concentration, V stands for the volume. Let's try to understand this formula by this particular example. What is the volume of 90% alcohol is required to make 500 ml of 70% alcohol? So look at this one. 1 is 90%, that is 1 by 90% because concentrated. Number 2, 70%, right? Because it's diluted comparatively. C1 is equal to 90. V1 I have to find out. C2 I will use 70 and the V2 I will use 500. So I will just keep the value into this equation, into this formula, and I'll find out the value of V1. Then V1 I will get almost 38.9 ml, that is equivalent to 39 ml of 90% alcohol. And so I will take the 39 ml of 90% alcohol, and into which I will add the 461 ml of water slowly with the constant stirring, and I will make up the volume to 500 ml. So this way we can prepare by using this formula. Okay, keep in mind I am going to use the same concentrated solution to make the different less concentrated of the percentage of the solution. Now the most important calculation in the pharmacy, that is called the alligation method. Alligation method is generally used when two or more mixtures are mixed. Here there are two parts or the two types, alternate and the medial. When I want to find out what is the volume needed to get the newer percentage strength, then I will go for the alternate method. When I am going to combine two or the more strength of the same ingredients, okay, combine two or the more strength of the same ingredients, and I want to find out the newer strength of the resulting mixture, then I will use this one. The alternate method is either the visual or the grid based, while the median method is completely based on the mathematical aspects. Now let's try to understand each of the method detail. So first let's try to understand the alligation alternate method, into which, as I told you, that two mixtures minimum required. So one is comparatively higher strength, one is having the lower strength. And what my desire or the required one, I will keep like this one. I make the arrow like this one, starting this one. I find out the difference from the higher to the desired one. I find out the difference from the desired to the lower. Why desired? Because desired will be higher than the desired having the higher value than the lower strength. What the value is, I'll come. I will like the parts of the higher strength and the parts of the lower strength. I will add total of this one and I will get the total parts of the desired strength. Important thing, my desired strength must be between the higher and the lower strength. Let's try to go into the more details by this understanding this numerical for the alligation alternate. In both proportion 100% to 50% sodium chloride solution are mixed to make 100 ml of the 70% sodium chloride solution. So now here higher one 100%, 50% lower one, my desire is 70%. I got it. Then I take the difference 70, 100 minus 30, 50 minus 20, so total I got 50. So here for total 50 ml of the 70%, I need 20 ml of 100% and 30 ml of 50%. But what is my target? I want to make the 100 ml. So for the 100 ml of the sodium, 100 ml 70% sodium chloride solution, I used the 100% sodium chloride, 50% sodium chloride. So 50 ml require 20 ml. So what require for 100 ml? So it will be 40 ml. 50 ml for that require 30 ml. So 100 ml what required? It requires 60 ml. So to prepare 100 ml of the 70% sodium chloride solution, I will take the 40 ml of 100% sodium chloride solution, and into which I will mix 60 ml of the 50% sodium chloride solution to get the desired 100 ml of 70% sodium chloride solution. Now let's go to the other type of the alligation medial method. This is very important, but sometimes in the exam the people are asking that, let's say I'm going to mix, as per example, 100 grams of 5% of the cream with 250 grams of 50% of the cream, and the 500 grams of, let's say, 75% of the cream. So I am going to mix all this cream, different amount, different weight of the different concentration, and I want to find out what is the cream of the resulting mixture. So in this case, I'm going to write this one, the concentration, or like a C1, C2, and C3 over here. The quantity like W1, W2, and W3 over here. I will use like a C1, V1. So I multiply like what the C1, V1, C2, V2, C3, V2. I'll find the total weight. I find the total of this constant multiplication of the CW over here, and to find out the constant of new mixture, I will take total CW divided by the total weight, and I will get the percentage of the resulting mixture. Let's try to understand this by this the numerical. What will the final concentration of the mixture made by mixing the 100 grams of 10%, 200 grams of 20%, and 0.5 kilogram of 50%. So I will take first concentration 10, 20, and the 50. How much for the 10? 100. How much for the 20? 200. I keep over here. How much for 50? Yes, it's 0.5 kilogram. Wait for a while. Convert into the same unit. So 0.5 kilogram is 500 grams. So I write over here. If I make the total of this all quantity, that's 100 plus 200 plus 500, it will be 800. Now what I'm going to do, I multiply 100 with the 10, so 1000, 20 with 200, 4000, 50 with 500, 25,000. I'll make the total of all this, so I get the 30,000. And if I'm going to that, concentration of final mixers, so here I am getting that, that's 300, that's 30,000 divided by 800, so 37.5. So my concentration of the mixer in the final cream will be 37.5%. And what will be the weight? Yes, the weight is very easy. That's 800 grams. So in this type of the numericals, in this type of the mathematical problems, we are going to use the alligation median method. Now, another type of the examples will be there into which you are going to reduce or enlarge the formula. What is the meaning of reduce? Reduce means you are downsizing, and enlarging means increasing. So when you are going for reducing, downsizing means here it will be either weight or the volume, whatever it will be there. So as for example, so in this case either I will divide by a particular number or I will multiply with a particular number. As for example, the formula is given for 200 ml and I want for 50 ml. So naturally, what are all the ingredients of the formula is there? I am going to divide by the value of 4. So I'll divide by the 4 and I will get that one. As for example, if the formula is given for the 30 grams and I have to find out for the 300 grams what the ingredients required, then each of the ingredients in the formula I am going to multiply by a factor of 10. So this is very important. The last one, which is related in the part 1 of this video, that is percentage markup or the profit. Because in the pharmacy, the drug or the medicines or the drug products are going to purchase at a particular price. So what we are calling as a purchase price. And they are going to be sell or given to the customers on the basis of the prescription at a selling price. So that's the purchase price or the cost, or the selling price or the cost will be there. Obviously the selling price will be much more than the purchase price, into which the certain cost or that profit, the cost, that is a profit of the pharmacy will be also included. So if you want to find out what is either the purchase price or the selling price or the profit which is included, that is the way it is called as a percentage markup. It means that how, up to what level you are increasing the price. So that is what we find out by the formula, like a selling price equal to cost of the item divided by 100 minus percentage markup multiplied with the 100. This formula I am going to use if either of these two things will be given. And I want to find out the third things. What are the three things? Purchase price, selling price, or the markup or the profit. Yes, so that was for the part 1 calculation. Dear students, if you please like my video, then give like and subscribe to my Pharma Learning channel for the more upcoming videos related to the pharmacy, which will be useful in your study as well as for clearing any of the license exam. Thank you.